What up? What up? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We are back for another one. When it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I do not see him staying with Top Rank or with Andre Ward's team that long. I don't think he's the guy who's going to be able to do it. He had a what the hell? I was gonna say he has a meeting. What the? He had a damn what the hell? I actually forgot the word. He had an interview. I forgot the word interview. He had the interview with Champside. And in the Champside interview, they brought up Top Rank and they brought up ESPN. And they brought up, when it comes to the promotion, they're like, yo, your promotion's been lacking when it comes to your fights. You got this other, they haven't been, they don't really talk about you that much. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot being done with ESPN. You don't be seeing a lot being done with Top Rank. And they asked him what exactly he thought about that. And he said, yeah, man. He said, he talks with them and everything like that. He tries to get them, to push an issue. But he said at this point, he feels very disrespected when it comes to them. He said he feels very disrespected. He's, obviously also, especially when there's others who are signed, who are, working, who are signed to Top Rank that are being promoted, whether it be like a Willa Lomachenko, how when it comes to somebody like a Tyson Fury, how much they're being promoted, but then he's not. He said he feels very disrespected, and he also feels very unappreciated, unappreciated when it comes to them. He's like, it's like they don't know what they have, or they don't care about what they have. They should be lucky to basically have somebody of my talents, of my skill level. You know what I mean? Because he understands who he is, and he understands what he's going to be capable of being. Because especially when it comes to the young talent out there, besides, Tank Davis is young. Besides Tank Davis, I think Shakur Stevenson out of the young dudes actually is the most talented one out of the young guys. And I think as he continues to progress and he keeps getting better, we're going to be able to see that. Now when it comes to somebody like Andre Ward's okay with being chastised and pissed on. He's all right with that as long as he gets his check. He's okay with that. That's why even when it came to all those things, he used to get disrespected and pissed on by HBO. He was okay with that as long as he got his check. When he started getting, you're sitting on ESPN, Terrence Crawford just became undisputed. You had just knocked out and stopped Kovalev, and you got Teddy Atlas sitting there and talking about how Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound, and you two guys, are fighting for second. He's able to just sit there and smile and not say anything. Seeing Terrence Crawford just decimate somebody and become undisputed. Knowing what you just decimated a top 3 pound for pound guy, and you went up and waited to take him on and stopped him the way that you did. Knowing that information, and then seeing this other guy, come up his first fight on ESPN, he's fighting somebody that just took a loss and jumped up a weight, and at the end of the fight, his face is all peppered up. He's talking about how he needs to work on his defense. A guy that took a loss in his first 3 fights, that guy, a guy who since that time we've seen struggle against Campbell, struggle against Pedraza, go life and death with Linares. He's #1. He's okay with that. He'll sit there and be cool with that and be disrespected like that. Terrence Crawford. People love Terrence Crawford, but at this point, we got to call it what it is. As long as he gets his $3.5 million, he's cool where he is. He'll talk like, oh, he has his issues and this and that, but nah. According to, basically to him, words that came out of him and words that came from Bob Arum, he won't be leaving Top Rank anytime soon, if ever. So, and he willingly put himself into that situation. So when he's not being promoted, when where you should have got a Manny Pacquiao fight, when Manny Pacquiao was a Top Rank and you didn't get it, that all happened, and you didn't get that fight. Things of that nature happen, and you're having a fight against Amir Khan, and the whole night they're promoting Lomachenko in between your damn rounds, or in between all the fights. They're putting out Lomachenko commercials. He's okay with that, as long as he's getting checked. Shakur Stevenson doesn't seem like he's going to be the type of person that's okay with that. He's not. He sees how Tank is being treated. He sees where Tank's career is going. He sees what's happening with all these other guys. Trust me, they're all going to be at that Atlanta event when Tank Davis is being, shown all this love and all this shine. by his promoter, by his managers, by his networks. He's going to see all that. He sees what's happening with all these other fighters on Fox and the promotion that they're getting, the Earl Spencers, the Danny Garcias, the Sean Porters, the Charlo brothers, the amount of money that's invested in them. Watch any football game on Fox. You're going to see a couple of PBC commercials. Pretty much every single commercial break you're going to like. Last week, you saw a PBC commercial, showing Wilder and the whole crew and everybody else. He sees all that, and he sees the way that he's being treated, and he's not feeling that. He feels very disrespected. And of course, Andre Ward's going to say, be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient, man. Just sit there. Don't worry. Everything's going to come to you. Everything's going to come to you. Just be patient. Just be patient. That's what they're going to say to him. But someone like him, I think, is only going to take that disrespect for so long. Floyd Mayweather only took the disrespect from Top Rank and them not being willing to promote him the way that he needed to be for so long before he said, nah, you know what, I'm done. He found a way to get out of that contract, and he got out of that contract. And I see Shakur Stevenson probably doing the same thing. I think it's only a matter of time before he talks to someone like Al Heyman and says, yo, what can I do to get out of this contract? What can I do to get? But I'm thinking he's going to have to also get out of the hands of Andre Ward, because I don't know what that contract's like. Because Andre Ward is good. We got to call things how it is. Andre Ward is good. Not only, does he have Shakur Stevenson under Top Rank, they also hooked up Andre Ward. Andre Ward has all these speaking gigs. He's talking at all these different fights. He's on that mic, getting that check. He's getting a percentile of Shakur Stevenson's check every single time that he fights. And he's also getting a check from ESPN, from his commentating. From his commentating. Just like Bomac is also getting a check. But they put Bomac in some commentating situations as well. They make sure they put Bomac's other fighters also on ESPN as well. So he has basically his side deals where he's making his side money too, besides the money that he's getting off of Terrence Crawford, because he's not only a trainer, he's also a manager. So he's triple dipping. Bomac is triple dipping when it comes to that situation. But I don't know what the Shakur Stevenson situation is, because usually with Top Rank, you get a title, it extends your contract. Okay, now they hooked up, he's doing a unification in the UK, which they're not going to promote, which they're not going to talk about, nothing. And then they're shipping your ass off to the UK. Why are they shipping you off to the UK? Why are they putting you in a crazy ass situation like that? You should be the A side in that situation. They should be bringing the people down over here, especially if they're promoting you right. But now they're putting you in a sketchy situation when you're going to the UK to fight. In a country where, we know there's a lot of drugs where you're actually allowed to use them until the day before the fight, where it's illegal everywhere else. You're fighting in a country where, somebody could actually be on drugs, test positive, and you can't keep it quiet. And they'll go through there, and they're allowed to still fight you because they're considered innocent until the entire process is done, which could take 2 years. So you might put this man into a position, they might put you into a situation where you're facing somebody that's on drugs. We just seen what happened with the Top Rank fighter who that fought against Dillian White. How Dillian White tested positive and they still fought. Yet he's now putting you in that situation. Now they're putting him in that situation. Yeah, you're getting a unification bout, but is it really worth it? Knowing everything that happens in that country right now? No. Hell no. I wouldn't do it. It ain't worth it. I want unification? Cool. Come down here. Why doesn't he put the money up to bring that man over here to fight you? But he has this thing where he's sending everybody out. Shakur Stevenson's going out. Lomachenko's probably fighting in Australia. Ramirez is about to fight in China against Victor Postal. He's shipping all his fighters out, saying, "Oh, it's hard to promote in the UK, in the United States now. It's getting hard to promote in the United States." No, it's getting hard for you to promote in the United States. PBC, it ain't hard for other people. It sure ain't looking like it's hard for PBC or Al Heyman. They seem to be doing a grand swell job with promoting in the United States, maybe because they're promoting American fighters. And you're putting your great American fighters on the backside while trying to promote people that no one in the United States relates to instead. So, I don't know what that contract is like when it comes to him, especially now that he's going to be getting another belt. I don't know if that even extends his contract out even further, or what exactly it is when it comes to that. But the man is speaking out. He's not feeling the situation that he's in right now. And if that man can get out, I see him getting out. He doesn't seem like he's going to be the type of dude that's going to, be taking those bottle caps, putting on the back bottom of his shoes and tap dancing just for a check. There's a certain amount of dignity, and a certain level of respect that this man seems that he has, and he's going to expect, period. But I'm rooting for the kid, and I hope he finds his way out, man, because all I know is, imagine Shakur Stevenson right now fighting on Fox, in front of 1.7, 2 million people. The type of promotion they would do for him, even if he was at a deal with Showtime, the way they'd be promoting him right now, but especially him being on Fox, man. Shakur Stevenson, gold medal, was a silver medal winner, big smile, got skill, the skills that he has. He could be something big, man. But it is what it is. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.